So you guys have been together since 1995.
Yeah.
What's how do you think you progressed your sound throughout the years?
To us, it's just a natural development. We always had and have our influences, which are of really different kinds. You know, life is the main influence in all the stuff that surrounds us, but also the dark and black metal from the early days.
So you're saying that's like a major influence on you?
It has always been, you know, but still we don't want to. We want to progress. We want to bring this music forward. That's really important for us.
Yeah, and like Secrets of the Moon has been said to have like a progressive sound, like you're taking black metal to like a place where like it hasn't been before. And how do you feel about people like when they write reviews and they say that you guys are progressive black metal? Do you like to hold that candle up that you're, you know?
I don't know. To me, it's just this music is just about feelings. We're not going to the rehearsal room and say, okay, we want to have a progressive, want to do progressive music. It's nothing we.
I think it's planned, you know.
Nothing is planned.
Everything about our emotions, you know. And we never think of any parts. It's just flowing.
That's why to us it's not progressive music.
Yeah.
To us it's just clear.
Music. Yeah.
It's the music we love and the music we want to do. It's we don't have to show anyone our skills, you know. So.
And how do you think, like, since you guys have been around for so long in the scene, how do you think the scene has changed since like the early days when you started to?
It's nowadays completely different because back in the mid-90s, for example, in Germany, you only had a handful of bands, you know, black metal bands, and then it became a huge trend.
Yeah.
And there are just maybe 2 bands like that time around nowadays, and you have so much crap.
Yeah.
You know, so much shit going on, and all the bands they call themselves black metal with some weird influences and also lyrics about, you know, Nazi stuff or whatever. And we have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Black metal just comes from our heart, and we don't have to express something.
Yeah.
But in a way, it has a positive effect on our music because if you are disappointed in a way by the scene, this music gets even more personal for you because it's just you know, it's our music, you know. That's what it is about nowadays. Yeah.
So you like, so how do you feel about the whole like NSBM bands like Nagaroth and stuff like that? You guys don't.
We have nothing to do with it, and I even never heard this music.
We don't care, you know. It's just not existing for us.
Yeah.
So you keep yourself away from all the politics.
We are too, with our music, with our band. We're just too far away from it. It's not. Yeah, it sounds maybe arrogant, but we just don't care. We just listen to the music that is important for us, you know, this old black metal stuff and also 70s music, psychedelic music, whatever, dark ambient doom. So we have nothing to do with this scene, you know.
So like the new album has a very much like a doom feel to it. Is that the sound you were going for when you wrote it?
You know.
You just kind of.
It's just said in the first question, and it's we don't think about
the sound.
It like like is it just this song to sound like a doom song or whatever? It's just natural, you know. I cannot express it.
Yeah.
But of course,
what comes out of us.
We always had these doom parts on our records, always. And but I think, you know, we sound darker and stronger with these slow parts.
Yeah. We felt that we are best when we are like really like pounding really slow, and it's getting so
the atmosphere.
Deep. It's getting so deep, you know.
You could never express this with fast blasting parts. Never. It's just boring. Just like a machine gun, but then it fades away, you know.
And we are a band that creates music in the rehearsal room. We're not a band that is doing everything on the computer,
Yeah.
programming it. So if you're together and you play this music and it catches you, you know, that's what has always been important.
So, like, I know the last original member of the band recently left before the making of the new album. Like, and it seems like the music has taken on, and it's good. It's taken on a new driving force.
Yeah, the thing is,
we have always been the driving forces of this band.
Since Scarf and Stigmata, we have always been the songwriting team. At least.
And even before, when I joined the band in '96, before this, it was just three people making music.
Yeah.
But I came in this band. I had a vision, and I how to say this in English?
You formed it.
I formed it, you know, let it grow. So that's why for us, of course, it's a big deal that there's no one of these original members left, but.
And he has never been, the main songwriter. A lot of people think, the last founding member just left the band, so the band dies or whatever. No.
That's a common misconception, that if the founding member leaves, then the band's just not going to be the same. But with you guys, you seem to have taken it to a different level.
That's it. And nowadays, we are a bit, we know what we want, we have no one else to...
Yeah, we don't have to discuss about anything.
Yeah.
It was always us writing the songs, but then there have been two other members, and we always had to discuss, and so it was just, with the songwriting for a new album, it was just a completely new situation for us. Perfect situation. Everything was just flowing.
So would you say it was almost like a reinvention of the band, almost, when he left?
I can't say any bad words about our former members. I love them.
But I'm just saying, like, musically, like your sound, how it's so much different from.
The good thing about this album is that it's so fresh to us, because we wrote the songs, we went directly in the studio. Yeah. Some of them were not even finished. That's why it feels so fresh, and it's still growing on us, even on us. That's really a good thing nowadays.
So you guys are considered one of the leading bands in the German black metal scene. Like, how do you take that? Like, why do you think that you guys are labeled
we never said
as
that.
such? No, but I'm just like, that's just how other people perceive you.
Yeah, they should, but I think, of course, we have our roots in this scene in a way, and we love some of these underground black metal bands, We so much, for example, Katharsis, a band from Germany, I love them, I admire their music. But still, we've always been an independent band, that's why I don't like to be labeled as one of the leading black metal bands from Germany.
Because I would never, of course, for us, our new album is over 100% black metal. Maybe other people think different. Why always searching for a name for something? And we are just a dark
force.
Whatever. And so we're not really, as Jesus just said, we're not belonging to any scene at all.
And I know a lot of you are involved in other bands, and your bassist is involved in a lot of other bands too.
Yeah.
What do you think she brings to the band, being that she has such a strong musical background?
A lot. We are very proud and lucky that she's our new bass player. It's new. She joined the band over 1.5 years ago, and she was really pushing us in the studio. So we were writing the tracks. We were always, sending over some MP3 tracks or whatever. But then in the studio, she was really pushing us.
She had a really big impact on this album.
Yeah.
Without her, it would not sound like it sounds today. Definitely not.
Okay, and this is kind of a silly question, but on your MySpace, you have a boycott Secrets of the Moon oddity thing on there.
Oh yeah.
What is that about?
It's just a flyer that has been sent to us many years ago. And when I moved, we moved to Berlin, and I packed all my stuff, and I found it, and I thought it was funny to show the people nowadays how it was back in the early days, getting letters, I want to kill you, and all this kind of stuff. Back then it was really totally different from nowadays. And nowadays it's nice to show the people something, from the past. But it's really like maybe 10 years old or something.
And I was going to ask that next. What was it like in the early days of the band when you guys were starting to form and starting to release albums? And what was it like then?
It was more like, I would say it's hello? Oh. That's Cartel, O2 Major.
Hi.
It was more like we lived this music more, we lived through this music, and this community thing back then was much stronger. We had contacts to all relevant bands back then. There was no MySpace.
You did a lot of the tape trading.
Yeah, tape trading. We got letters from all over the world. That's what has been really important for us at the band.
To have your
because that's our roots, and I'm proud that we are a band that still had to deal with all this tape trading stuff, writing letters, spending so much money in something you believe in.
So
nowadays
it's easier.
It's much easier.
You think the internet and the file sharing and MySpace and all that, do you think it has helped your music to reach a broader audience?
It helped us, of course, it helped us. I remember when we did our first 7-inch EP, and we had a fax machine. It was so easy to communicate with people. And then there was internet, and everything changed.
Everything's changed.
Truly.
If you had to choose a favorite album of Secrets of the Moon that you've done, which one would it be?
That's hard, because every album was a different chapter. But favorite one.
Hard question.
I love the two albums I prefer are Carved in Stigmatawund and a new one, Radio. Because in Carved I joined the band, or even before 2001. So it was my first work with them. Okay, before we released also a live tape, but that was really intense. The whole recording process was really meaning a lot to me, and the same with the new album. It's also a new, kind of a new path for us.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I like it so much.
And how
My favorite
go on.
has not been written yet.
Oh, you're still waiting for your favorite.
Yeah.
That's good though.
But I really like the new one.
The new one is very good. What bands or other musical artists would you say have been a strong inspiration to your music?
I would say Berit from Finland, Mortuary Drape from Italy, Master's Hammer, Bathory. For me also, of course, bands like Ulva or Darkthrone from Norway.
Oh, for me it's always Celtic Frost is the main influence.
Of course.
Celtic Frost.
But then also bands like early Metallica, Alice in Chains, for example.
And also for example, I listen to a lot of
Pink Floyd.
A lot of music from the 70s, and I think it's very, very. It's so hard to name I don't know, 10 bands, because we listen to so many bands from the old times. And then I'm always, sometimes I'm just visiting a second-hand store and I find new LPs, and they maybe influence me, but I get new visions,
Well, this doesn't mean that this music nowadays everything sucks. We have nowadays there's a band called Death Bell Omega, and they are really so important for this music.
Yes.
They're from France, and they push this music to a higher level. We really appreciate this.
Sometimes really you find some highlights, and then as just said, Death Bell Omega is a great band, and also this Dutch band, The Devil's Blood, are amazing, really good, and I really don't know what's going on in the black metal scene or whatever, but sometimes anyone gives me a CD or whatever, and says just check it out, and then it's good.
We have some people telling us, hey, check this band out, and we do it because we trust them. We know that they know our taste. So there's always good music around.
It's good to have like an open mind towards music, because a lot of black metal musicians have such like a strict view of what they should listen to, and that's why their music doesn't progress maybe as much as yours does.
You have to be open-minded as a musician. It's my opinion. For example, if there's a black metal band, they're only listening to a black metal band, it will always sound the same, like other bands. That's it. It's so limited. And I don't know, if you free your mind, you can really, really change a lot in your style, and you are maybe at one point of time able to just realize musical visions.
Okay. How have you enjoyed playing with Moonspell on this tour?
Very good. They're nice guys. We have a lot of fun with them. It's good.
Are you sad to be ending the tour?
Huh?
Are you sad to be ending the tour tonight? No?
Because before this American tour, we had our headlining European tour, also for 4 weeks. So now it's our 8th week, on the road, and we're just tired.
We played 45 shows in a row, and it's we are happy to go home to relax, because we're fucked. Really.
And I guess I have one last question. What other bands would you enjoy possibly doing a tour with in the future? Do you have any dream tours maybe you would like to?
I would love to play with Morbid Angel.
Morbid Angel, definitely.
Yeah, they do a new album. Maybe there's an option.
Maybe another US tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Really,
This would be cool.
Morbid Angel would be the perfect band for us.
We love their music. Also a band like Opeth, for example. There are good bands around, or like Behemoth from Poland.
We just
bands that have really a vision and identity.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I have.
Right.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
And so we can go in and watch Moonspell now.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.